Hello everybody! This is an astrological forecast for Aries for March of 2014. This also applies if you've got an Aries ascendant or moon. Aries, the big news this month is that your ruler Mars here is going to be going retrograde. It only happens once every sort of 2.5 years, so it doesn't happen very often, but it goes retrograde from the 1st of the month until the 20th of May. And it's going to be retrograde here in your 7th house of relationships, Aries. So this is going to be a wonderful time for slowing yourself down in relationships. Maybe some of you have been feeling as though, I really want to be in a relationship, I need to be in a relationship. That's for those of you that are single. Maybe you've been pushing it too much and it's not been happening. Maybe it's time to back off a little bit and reevaluate during this Mars retrograde. If you're already in a relationship, maybe there have been certain frustrations and somehow you're not getting the response you want. Now, during the retrograde, will be a great time to discuss with a partner how you want to move forward, how you'd like to move forward, but it's slowing down everything connected with your relationships. So don't try and rush things, Aries. I know you want everything yesterday. You are this fiery first sign of the zodiac, you like to be first, and you don't like waiting for anything. But when Mars is retrograde, this almost puts the energy into reverse. It's like when you're reversing the car, you're going backwards, you can see more ahead of you, but you are going backwards, so you can't push forwards. This is not a time for pushing forwards, it's a time for re-evaluating. I know we've had all these retrogrades, what with Venus retrograde, then we've had the Mercury retrograde. You'll be pleased to know now that Mercury in your 11th house has gone direct here now, so this should be much easier on communication, especially connected with groups of people or connected with maybe people that you work with and connected with your friends. Easier flow of communications. This Mars retrograde is just a wonderful opportunity to look at what you're doing with your energy, how you're using your time. Are you spending too much time on your relationships and not enough on yourself? You're going to be seeking freedom. We've got this energy of freedom going on, which is the Uranus in your 1st house, in your sign, opposite to this Mars going retrograde, slowing everything down. So try not to get frustrated with it, Aries. Use it as a wonderful opportunity to be able to see what you're doing, rather than always going so fast you can't see the scenery. When you're traveling so fast in the car, you can't really see from side to side. Slowing this Mars energy, your ruler, down will enable you to see a lot more and to get much more of a perspective on your relationships. So it'll be much easier for you if you use this month and a half. Well, by the 20th of May when it goes direct again, then everything can power forward again and you can go back to your usual rushing around self. Got a lot happening this month, so that's the 1st of March, and the 1st of the March the Mercury goes direct. On the 1st of March as well, as if that wasn't enough, we've got a new moon at 10 degrees here, new moon in Pisces, joining the sun here in your 12th house. So this new moon here in this 12th house, well, I mustn't forget to wish you, of course, Aries, a very happy birthday for those of you with March birthdays. But for the first couple of weeks of the month, it's going to also be a time of introspection. Thinking about this last year. How has it been? What are the things that you feel you did well? What are the things that you'd like to improve? What have you learned? What are your goals and dreams for this coming year? And this moon here at the 1st of the month, because at the end of the month we've got a moon in your sign, Aries, but this moon here in the 12th is lovely for some quiet time, chilling time, relaxing. Anything involving your spiritual journey, the unconscious, the subconscious, your dreams. Doing anything behind the scenes. It's a wonderful time for that. and you should be getting a lot of intuitive messages at the beginning of the month. On the 6th of the month, we've got Venus changing sign. So Venus currently now, for the first few days of the month, in the 10th house, bringing you possibly some good fortune in your workplace, and then moving to join Mercury here in your 11th house for the rest of the month. Venus in the 11th house is wonderful for, excuse me, for new friendships, making new friends, finding people with whom you feel a real connection. And it also could be a romance that starts as a friendship and leads to a romance afterwards. As well, on the 6th of March, so much happening. Jupiter goes direct again, so if any of you have been perhaps having some doubts about whether you're going to be moving or relocating or buying or selling a house, this should start to become clearer now that Mercury and Jupiter have gone direct. So time to move forward with anything connected with a move or anything connected with home and family. Things can move forward again. On the 16th of March, we've got a full moon opposite that new moon on the 16th of March in Virgo, in your 6th house. So the full moon, Aries, is shining a light on your health, your well-being. What are you doing to take care of your health? Do you need to tweak some things in your diet? Do you need to maybe reduce alcohol or sugar? This full moon will shine a light on your daily routines. What are you doing daily? Are you doing exercise? Are you meditating? Are you doing things that are supportive for your health? It could also bring a situation in the workplace to fruition. Shine a light on it so that finally you get some information that you've needed or wanted or looked for a long time. On the 18th of March, Mercury moves and joins these planets here in the 12th house, so it is incredibly important that you really look at your insides. You take some inside, a look inside. I know you like to do a lot out in the world, Aries, you're always busy, but really this is so important that you've got the balance of the quiet time to breathe and to meditate, because that will set you in wonderful stead as the sun comes into your sign on the 21st of March. And here's sun, da, 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 sun into your sign, Aries. It's birthday time. It's time for a focus on you, for what you want. You are, many of you, reinventing your whole lives. And this is just going to be the process of more of that awakening. So exciting time from the 21st of the month, and just make sure that you are slowing down in your relationships, listening more carefully. Make sure you make a big effort to really listen to what people are saying, and also to what they're not saying, to what is not being said. That is often even more powerful. And then on the 30th of the month, we've got a new moon in Aries. New moon in your sign on the last day of the month. A lot of moon energy this month. So the new moon, new beginnings, Aries. New beginnings. Maybe you want to present yourself differently, dress differently, do your hair differently, speak differently. Changes in how you want to present yourself, how you're going to be coming across. And it looks really rather exciting, very exciting new moon for you happening, especially with it coming near to the Uranus energy. So there might be some surprises, a new surprise. In fact, many of you are going to get some birthday surprises. I think that will be part of everything that's going on. I have to alert you to the fact that we are still under this very strong influence of this grand cross energy, so you may feel yourself pulled upwards, downwards, sideways. Just use this Mars energy, this Mars retrograde, to take a step back so that you're not whooshing ahead and that you've got some breathing space to plan your next steps. That's what I would be doing during this month. So I wish you a wonderful month and a happy birthday, and thank you for listening.